Today on World Reggae Party Local RE, Goddess Janice will be exploring Caribbean and Jamaican food. We have 3 dishes lined up for your palate. Today we have Chef Jeff from Washington, D.C., and we also have my friend Englishman, who will be giving us beautiful sounds and positive vibes. So we're going to go right into the segment. Hello, Chef Jeff, how are you?
Goddess Janine, how you doing? Good.
I'm fine. So we have 3 dishes today, and we're going to start with rice and peas?
Peas and rice.
Peas and rice.
Today we're going to start with peas and rice.
All right.
Start off with the peas and rice. We want to do oxtail stew.
All right.
Sauteed kale greens.
All right.
And of course the peas and rice. You can't make it make sense without the rice and peas.
All right.
Peas and rice.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So let's start with that.
Okay.
With the peas and rice.
So when we're dealing with Jamaican / yard food, we want to make sure a lot of this food is done in preparation of cleanliness.
Right.
So we're going to be interacting with the water. Mr. Englishman, feel free to just pull vibes in whenever you want.
Yeah, man.
I like
yes.
parboiled rice, you know.
All right.
A lot of people like jasmine, white rice, what have you. I like the parboiled for the benefits in terms of it non-sticking.
Yes.
So of course we want to clean this and get started.
All right. And what does does that mean that it's already been cooked?
Parboiled, that make it make sense, don't it?
Yes.
Without even answering that.
All right.
So, I'm cooking enough for how many? You say 9 people?
9, yes.
So I'll just cook a half a bag of this.
All right.
Pull all my ingredients over here, which I'm going to use to rinse. And then we can start having fun. Scotch bonnet, one of the hottest peppers that we hold in our world today.
Sounds spicy.
And I don't want to bust this up, you know?
Yes.
But it puts a nice flavor in the peas and rice when you're tasting it.
All right.
Scallion. Scallion, you know what it does in terms of an onion.
Well, my portion has to be onion-free.
Oh my goddess.
Yes.
1 tomato.
1 tomato. All right.
If you're gonna do some rice and peas, yard style, and you ain't got no coconut milk, then you ain't got no rice and peas.
Yes.
So Goya, we're gonna use some coconut milk.
All right.
Good flavor, allspice.
All right.
So
you're gonna crush that, or you're gonna leave it whole?
we're gonna leave it whole.
Okay.
Pull it out, and when it's time to serve, and the flavor will be there. Now you can go down on me if you want to, but I don't have no fresh beans. We're gonna move fast. Canned beans are just as good. We're using the
Goya is a good brand.
Red bean. Salt and pepper. I really don't like to cook with salts, but I do. Water does help when you're cooking. Give the opportunity for the temperature to just peak a little bit more than what the aspect of it usually does in terms of cook time.
Okay.
So it will kind of rush the food in terms of its cook time. Butter, we love that butter flavor in our rice and peas.
Oh, yeah.
Rice, period, you know?
Yes.
And pepper. Salt and pepper is always a great thing with rice. So let's start rinsing down.
All right.
Hot water. You use hot water, you're gonna start cooking your rice. You really don't wanna do that. We can let this sit for 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay.
Get a starch opportunity to pull off, and when we cook, it wouldn't be sticking so much.
All right. So my first question to you is, who taught you how to cook?
Oh my God. Jeannie, that question is so spiritual.
Okay.
I am a builder.
All
I
right.
like building things in terms of architecture, air conditioning, heating, plumbing, anything, carpentry. I build homes, build buildings. With that being said, I grew up in the heritage of the Jamaican culture.
Okay.
Mom, always in the kitchen. Stepfather, always in the kitchen. Give thanks.
Good things.
I'm always eating. So there was no need
So
for
am I.
no need for me to be in the kitchen. Everybody else cooking, I do my thing, everybody doing what they doing. However, I lost, well, more or less gained my mother's transition in the year 2000, and her vibration was soulfully in the kitchen.
Okay.
Tara Allen, rest in peace, was truly known for this cook situation.
Rest in peace.
Bringing vibrations to a table in terms of an argument, soothing it with the fulfillment of some good food. And with that being said, when she transitioned, I had the opportunity to gasp in her spirit.
All right.
With that being said, I would actually go to my brother and sister's houses in terms of eating the food, because each one of them would have a different aspect of what she cooked.
Yes.
This one would cook the fish, this one would cook the oxtail, and this one would do the curry. Each one of them had a different gift, and I was always the eater. But we grown, you know, and trials and tribulations in the relationships, a lot of family issues. So you get to going over your family house eating so much food to the point whereas,
That's not a good thing.
yo, what keep coming over here so much for?
Yes.
So I ain't got to go over there. So before you know it, I go home. Kept the estate, kept the home. And when she transitioned, of course, it was herbs and spices and meats still left. And I messed up a lot of meat,
Okay.
but I made it right.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
can never forget what made me move forward in terms of wanting to take it as a career. I did a cookout and the individual was letting me know the fish would taste something like my mom's.
Okay.
I ignored him totally because at the end of the day, I'm not cooking nothing like my mom.
All right. Yes.
Well, finances get down and you find yourself in a situation, you move forward with what you have, and I wind up changing my name to simply Chef Jeff, and I ran with her spirit.
All right.
So I've had the opportunity to have a restaurant / carry out / bar and grill, and the executive chef of the Food Drug Administration in Lower Maryland, and
right.
the supervisor in the President's Club in the Nationals ballpark, where I actually learned a whole lot of culinary art skill. So that's another situation where we're dealing with culture versus heritage,
All right.
and breaking into the heritage with foods.
Right.
So,
Because you have a food truck, the Jerk Chicken food truck.
Jerk Chicken Festival, DC-based food truck.
Yes.
They love me out there. They love me out there. So let's rinse this down
All right.
just to start cooking. So if you see the starch, it's just usually just the sit time. You know, you just sit the rice, the sit time, it just pulls the starch off.
All right.
And you're not gonna get it all. You're not gonna get it all. But I'm not your measurement guy. You know, I'm that guy. I watched my mom, and one time I asked her, "Mom, how do you know how much to put in?" You know what she said? She looked at me like, "Look what you think you about to do." I never asked her such a question again. Never asked her such a question again. So you'll notice that I'm doing a dib and dab.
Yes.
And pulling the flavor too.
Yes.
Yep, had the opportunity to be a supervisor with just the skill of wanting to do it. So those who know my mom, they know that she's in me because I have no business in your kitchen.
Yes. Yes. So, how old were you when you prepared your first meal?
First meal?
Yes.
First meal would have been a simple steak. I'm not gonna act like I didn't cook.
Okay.
Let's call it 21.
All right.
2021.
That's a
First
good
real
age.
meal, you know? But I do come from a family where I was raised from a big brother.
All right.
So watching him, let's call it hot dogs and beans.
Yes. Yes.
So that's how you start playing. Boiling eggs. That's
Yes.
how you start playing in the kitchen. Then you start cracking the eggs and scrambling them.
Yes. And cutting different vegetables.
Exactly.
and- yes.
Never too much coconut milk.
All right.
You don't really have to season up now because at the end when the rice is done, I'm gonna pull season up the flavor.
All right.
But you remember those rules with the salt we want to talk about. I don't want to put salt here for true flavor.
But only a little bit. Dash here, a dash there.
I noticed you said you're allergic.
2 onions. Yes.
Wow, I don't know how that works.
Some days it works, and some days.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show the process,
Okay.
but I'll pull the onions. I won't put and so you can have an opportunity to eat. Man, you know once you do that, you're pulling from the authentication
Yes.
for you.
Yes.
And I hope the staff can understand that.
Yes. I think the staff can understand that.
Scotch bonnet, we're gonna put this in just for flavor.
All right.
It's true, it's one of the hottest peppers in the world. We're not doing this truly to steam no mouth. It's just gonna create a flavor,
Okay.
just a pepper flavor.
All right.
What else we have? So red beans, these red beans. I wanna play that at the end.
All right.
And have an opportunity to just let the rice cook on its own. Beans usually can cook on its own as well and flavor them as well. However, I'm gonna do the rice, let it stir up. Temperature 365. Here I'm on an electric stove. You guys killing me today, but we're gonna have fun.
We're gonna have fun.
Rice and beans are in. So you see me with the salt, pepper. I want to cut a little tomato. When I do this type of stuff, I'm going out of the guidelines of what you say authentic.
All right.
And if my sister was here, you'd really see some type of war that we have in terms of what do you think you're doing?
Yes.
What do you think you're doing? We don't do that in Jamaica. But I am known for fusion.
All right.
So they love me in terms of bringing those dishes to the table,
All right.
mixing cultures. I love mixing cultures.
Come on and stir it up.
Yeah, man, what do you mean? English?
Yes.
Stir up the music. Stir it up. Put it in the pot and make it bubble up hot.
Want to use a little butter, no stick, you know? This butter will absolutely give it an enhancement in terms of no stick rice.
All right.
You know, people be having real problems with making rice.
I noticed that. Yes.
And I don't know what is in me in terms of, I make some perfect rice.
Well, that's a good thing.
It is. I think my palate, my understanding of food, my preparation, and what I stand for brings a big aspect to the food. I am very on trying to be perfect
All right.
and preventionist and just trying to do it right. I do this thing in terms of for the people. And every time I'm in this kitchen, you get an opportunity to feel my mother. Because keep in mind, I don't have no business in the kitchen.
All right.
I'm a builder, I build things. So we're gonna let the rice and peas cook from this point, and this will be a 30 to 35 minute situation.
All right.
After that, I can take the peas, the red bean, mix, collaborate, and then we have our peas and rice.
All right. Now, do you drain the peas before you put them in there?
I want to drain the preservatives off and rinse.
Okay.
I do want to do that. This onion thing, can you take flavor?
Yeah, onion salt, but not actual onion.
For real, so let me put scallion in.
Okay.
I put some of the scallion in. It'll be visual for you to see in terms of you
All right.
not even eating it. That way the staff can get an opportunity to get this flavor and the incumbents. So that's all our ingredients with the rice and peas. We will allow 30 to 35 minutes on the cook time with this.
Okay.
And
All right. All right. So, let's ask some more questions. I know your sister Margaret is supposed to come. What does she do for you?
well, like I said, Margaret brings the true, authentic vibration of Jamaican food. From the emotions, to the kitchen, to the you better do it right, to the if it ain't like this, I ain't going out there. So more times we struggle in the kitchen because I want her to open up in terms of allowing the concept of fusion.
Right.
Allowing the concept of integration with food. That's how we actually are out in this world, going into one another's cultures.
Right.
By
Because
food.
fusion is in.
Food and communication. And
Yes.
of course, our sexes, you being female and I'm being male. It's the only way you can break into a culture.
Right.
And if you're denying me your food, then you're denying me the access of coming in to really accepting and appreciating your world because you won't share it.
And there's no balance to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I love when I can give him a call. It's the Englishman.
Yes.
Because he
yes.
brings one balance to our situation that had you ask him that question, you get a nice answer.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
But you see, I said don't worry about a thing because every little thing gonna be all right, as Bob would say. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
So as you're showing it like that, like you said, you're giving it from a different perspective of how you're cooking.
Yeah.
Evolve, you know, the food is evolving still. So yes, we gotta look at the foundation as to where it came from, you know, the traditional Jamaican style, and then things progress and move forward still. So you're bringing it into that era,
See
and
it
I
there.
know so you got a good arena of people that love that style still.
Yeah,
you know?
man. Give
Yeah, man.
thanks, and we
Give thanks.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Just like the music. So
Yes.
yeah, man.
Just like the music.
So I said, don't.
So
worry.
behavior is one thing.
Okay.
Business is another. Emotions is another. You take all these things and you have to put them together to create character. To answer the true question, she's stuck in traffic and we're kind of waiting on her.
Yes.
And she's here to do a dessert.
Oh, okay.
Planting pockets. I hope she can show up on time enough to do that.
Oh, yes. We love dessert here.
So a lot of times with these cultures intertwining with food, you hear Jamaicans not being able to work together. No, where you hear Jamaican restaurants not being able to last.
work together,
and and it's all about that. It's the arrogance, and it's cool because you got a lot of lions in the kitchen. I'm the one. I don't mind pulling back. You be the one. Go ahead and be it.
Yes, be it.
Because I want people to have an understanding that we could actually work together, you know, and see that, and then that would be an example. So how it could be done, and then maybe we can move forward as a culture and work together in that aspect. So yeah, I'm waiting on my sister.
All right. All right. Well, I hope she makes it. So, because I'm sure she's a very special lady
Yeah.
named Margaret.
Margaret Allen was actually when we had the Hogs, Redskins, Joe Gibbs.
Okay.
Joe Theismann.
Okay.
John
You know, this is
Ricketts.
Redskin area.
So Margaret was the chef for these guys.
Wow.
Yeah, so she has a reason to flaunt her, you know. Margaret was a chef for her, and she still is. She does a lot of catering work.
Okay.
But I actually hired her, not even knowing how to cook the foods, to do a funeral for me.
Okay.
So for me to be able to cook and be in such a position now, she has to take her hat off. Because not
Yes.
only do I do it, I think I do it well, you know.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so cooking is fun.
Cooking is fun.
And it gives me the opportunity to get in touch with my mom when necessary.
Yes.
And that vibration, there's nothing like nothing else in the world, you know, the preparation of life.
Yes. Very much so. So we're going to be going into the second segment pretty shortly, and that's going to be oxtail.
It's going to be oxtails. Oxtails. Oxtails.
All
That's
right.
going to be the oxtails. Oxtails is a process of 3 to 4 hour dish.
Okay.
You can rush it with a pressure cooker. You're taking 40, somewhere from 30 to 45 minutes in a pressure cooker. But you got to be careful in a pressure cooker because I do this to kind of like consume, make money.
Right.
People want meat on the bone.
Oh, yes.
And
And,
then
they
if the-
want it to be very tender,
Exactly.
like as soon as you
So-
bite into it, you know, melt in your mouth, that sort of thing.
You can do the pressure cook and have and actually not overcook, but cook to the point where it's so tender that it came off the bone.
Okay.
Now when you making a dish, creating a plate for consumption to sell, you individual looking at the plate like, where's my oxtail? Because there's no bones.
Yes.
So you running from a major situation when you deal with the pressure cooker. Then I like the time. I like the time in terms of the 3 to 4 hours. The marination and the meats and everything get an opportunity to twine, and it cooks itself. You can still taste you can taste all the flavors in pressure cooker, but you can see the ingredients
Right.
when you're cooking it. Pressure cooker takes everything intertwined and turns it all into a gravy. But what we will have is an opportunity to see the vegetables and some of the spices that's put into the oxtail.
Okay.
Can't wait to make it.
Yes. Very good. So we're going to be coming back in a minute or so, and we're going to have the second segment, and it's going to be about oxtails.
Oxtails, that's right.
Yes.
That's some funny thing. They be like, so people don't know about oxtails? It's always some funny business with, yo, so what part of the ox is that? I think we just said the tail. So what you mean we eating butt? I don't know how to finish that argument. But I
Okay.
tell you what, oxtails is one great entree from Jamaica.
Yes.
I had the opportunity to see it being done in this country, North Carolina. I couldn't believe they were doing barbecue oxtails. In my way of life, I'd understand oxtails. It was a Jamaican dish, and it was always done as a stew with the proper ingredients, so the authentication from Jamaica. So for me to go down North Carolina and see these boys doing barbecue, I was like, yo, what y'all think y'all doing? Man, this is good. Chef Jeff.
Well, we're back, and this is World Reggae Party, Local RE, and I am Goddess Janice, and we're doing the second segment, which is oxtails. We have Chef Jeff here, so let's start the oxtails.
So, before we really go into the oxtails, we got so caught into our conversation in terms of just life.
Yes.
I forgot a couple of ingredients to maintain that great flavor with the peas and rice.
Okay.
Thyme. It's one herb that creates one great flavor that is very noticeable in the rice as far as sight and taste. It hasn't cooked for too long, so it wouldn't be no problem.
Okay.
We didn't miss too much, and we might as well get an opportunity to put
Look at that smoke.
put these red beans in now. We can put the red peas in now.
Okay.
Yeah, this is gonna be ready before you know it. It smells good.
It does smell good.
Put a little
I wish we
water.
had a smellotron so that our listeners and our viewers could smell.
Oh my.
It smells very good here. But we don't have smellotron.
Wow.
Wow.
I think that's amazing when they start that.
Yes.
So, yeah, it does smell great in here.
Oh, yes.
It's been a while.
Yes.
Oxtails, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun.
Meat preparation. It takes cleanliness. You want to always make sure you're cleaning your meat. Vinegar, apple cider, lemon or lime. It just it's that much of clearing out bacteria.
Right. Maybe some brining, some salt.
Salt is good also.
Okay.
Yep, sea salt. I love sea salt. We can't
Okay.
use that other stuff that kind of creates high blood pressure.
Oh, yeah. Especially in our community.
No, I'm good for like 2 cases of this a day. Like I sell a lot of oxtails
At your food truck?
on the food truck.
Okay.
It's not a game. So we want to rinse this.
All right.
And we want to, I don't have any lemon or lime, but I do have some apple cider.
Okay. I actually put a little apple cider in hot water and drink it every morning.
Not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all.
It helps with the digestion.
Blood cleansing also?
Yes. So how would you describe your personal style of cooking?
I bring American and Jamaican food together.
Okay.
I'm a chef in terms of being able to cook any dish.
Okay.
So I can cook any dish. My style of cooking, it comes with culture,
Okay.
it comes with vibration, and it comes with love, of course. My style. When you say style, I'm really lost.
Okay.
Style in terms of
Your special way of cooking. What's your, like you have a brand or a trademark, something that,
music.
yes. Oh, I love cooking with music.
The vibration of reggae music always brings moms closer, and the aspect of being clean doing, and it creates a lovely vibe.
And also brings out a lot of fun, and you know, cooking should be fun. It shouldn't be like, oh man, I have to go to the stove right now. It should
Yeah.
It should be a fun thing.
Cooking calms wars. Cooking actually calms wars, and I actually love cooking. I enjoy cooking in terms of being able to just calm people down, you know? It does that. I did a lot of events, pool parties, where you have situations where this or that may not be ready, but you check that grill over there, they got that jerk grill going and everybody's over there by the grill, nobody's by the water. So what's really happening out here? And that's what food does. It really can calm an angry beast.
Oh, yes. And music.
Food and music.
Music, it's a good combination.
This is the staff of life.
Yes.
So knowing what I told you about Mom, oxtail seasoning we want to use, teriyaki we want to use, Worcester sauce we want to use, brings and pulls great flavor into the oxtails.
Could I see that oxtail seasoning?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Adobe.
Rocks.
Goya.
Goya, yes. Oh, it has a recipe on here. Okay. Oh, okay. Salt, pepper, sugar, thyme, celery.
Excuse me.
So, yes.
So yeah, you know, like I do music. So really, I got into the food knowing that it could get people into my music closer. Well, however, when I opened a restaurant, it didn't work out like that.
Okay.
Because I wound up going into the food, and the stage became a bliss. With the responsibility needed to run a kitchen, it kind of took all my responsibility in terms of wanting to be on the stage out of my picture. And studio became a hobby. I'm really like trying to get back in my music now.
Oh, yes. I have to have you back with your band or sorry,
You okay?
the members of your band to do a music set, because I do both. So, because on Thursday nights I do my hour of reggae music, radio-wise.
Wow.
And here is a special that we don't do every day or every week.
Dealing with the Scotch bonnet pepper with the oxtails is not needed.
Okay.
Sometimes people do want to have a little kick in their oxtails, so I put a little pepper in there, but I don't really want to make no bold statement with pepper in the oxtails. So
All right.
we have a little bit of oxtails. We don't need but a little bit of this pepper.
All right.
Yep.
What is your favorite dish to make, and what is your favorite dish to eat?
My favorite dish to eat
Yes.
would be the escovitch fish. You know I had to point that way. This is a Rasta man.
Oh, yes.
His vibration doesn't
All
do this
right.
to the meat.
How you doing, Englishman?
I'm here.
Yes.
Just listening and enjoying, you know.
All right.
Or full join, as they say.
Jerk chicken.
Oh, I love jerk chicken.
I'm a king. So the people say, I am a king.
Okay.
I am a jerk king. So jerk chicken would be the dish I love cooking.
Yes.
Yeah, but oxtails and fish is what I love to eat.
All
I'd
right.
also do a dish, jerk mac and cheese.
Yes, you told me about that over the phone.
They
You
won't
want to
let-
explain that a little bit?
They won't let me stop making this dish. This dish is a combination of chicken breast, white meat,
Okay.
authentic, of course, on the grill. And I'm cutting the chicken, making my own cheese sauce.
Okay.
With that being said, I'm putting the jerk chicken in the cheese sauce, and everything else is making it make sense. 3 to 4 different cheeses. Gouda top there, burn off, and here you have it. You may garnish it with some shrimp, jerk bean. So yeah, that's one hell of a dish that the people really love in terms of fusion.
Okay.
I guess you want me
Sounds
to bring.
like a good dish.
I guess you want me to bring that dish back in, which is possible.
Oh, yes. Or you can make it for me. So,
And we can just come play and hey, have an opportunity to eat that dish.
oh, yes. That'd be a wonderful thing. Yes.
There's no problem with that too.
Yes.
So tomatoes is also, I get bashed for in terms of the authentication of Jamaican food. I get bashed, man, they crazy. Oh, you put tomatoes in it for? Because I like the acidity
Yes.
that it brings to the flavor.
Then
And
you put a little sugar in it to balance it out?
I don't do a sweetness. I think I'm using my sweetness inside the teriyaki.
Okay.
But me personally, I'm not gonna put a sugar in it, but you will get a sense of sweetness. It's gonna be coming through the glazed teriyaki, that is.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Excuse me.
All right.
So after we put all our ingredients, we want to marinate this. And the truth be told, marination can go in the freezer for weeks to months.
Okay.
And it will honestly be best to marinate at least 24 hours.
All right.
However, I am a high production cooker. I bring flavor to the pot. I feed the pot the flavor, and we eat to taste.
Yes.
So even though I'm going to do the marination, when the cook time comes, water balances and takes a lot of the flavor off. So you want to bring some of the flavor back, and you got to know the ingredients in terms of what you're using to bring that flavor back. So now, I want to say I have everything in. Teriyaki glaze, garlic. I can use a little garlic powder. It's not a major flavor in the oxtails, but it works together with the other flavors.
Yes.
I know you
A
saw
fusion of flavors.
Fusion of flavors. A little olive oil. It's not necessary. It's something I just love doing. I love putting out I love putting oil in a lot of my foods. Trying to protect you from your cholesterol, olive being, and just not enough. Just don't want to
Little sprinkle.
don't want to get the stick into the pan.
All right.
So I want to give my hands a little cleanliness and get some marination going on.
All right.
What we got, English, man? Let me hear some tunes, man.
Yes, or some positive
You sure?
advice.
The reasoning sounds so good that I said, let me interject here. I said, no, keep on reasoning. Yeah, man, but you know.
Englishman, what is your favorite Jamaican dish?
Well, I'm a Ital man, you know, which means that no real meats per se, but
Okay.
I'm a fish person. So anything dealing with escovitch fish, I mean, we clarify, fish that swim in the sea now.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
make sure. Because, you know, you say fish and them say something different, you know, so any kind of fish, you know, steamed fish, boiled fish. You know, I love my red snapper,
Oh, I love red
kingfish.
snapper.
You know, all good fish, all the clean fish. You know, we
Yes.
eat. Nothing too big. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, sprats and those kind of things like that. But you know, like I said, I don't really watch no face, as they say in Jamaica. People have their choice of what they want to eat,
Yes.
what nourishes their body, what they feel is good for their body. And so eat
Yes.
and live, you know, and enjoy and live life, you know. So
Yes.
so we see it. So yeah.
What is that?
So browning, you know? A lot of times people look at oxtails and they got this light beige color. I don't like my oxtails like that, you know? And a lot of times people see oxtails with this darkness to them. It's like, yo, those are oxtails. You feel
Yeah.
me? So to each his own. I do like to come in the middle of that and just create a little cross brown flavor. It makes the dish look real good after garnishing also.
Great.
Yeah. So I'm not, of course, going to do no refrigeration time of marination.
Okay.
We can go straight to the pot with this, and we'll bring the taste to the palate.
All right.
Where it
Sounds
should be.
good. Well, I'm a big seafood girl, especially shrimp and scallops and lobster.
Wow.
Yeah. Just had some shrimp last week, so.
Good, yeah.
And I love red snapper.
I feel it. Yeah.
Catfish.
Yeah. Well, you know, them fish, you know, that is a down south. They love catfish in Florida and places like that,
Yes.
you know, Georgia and those places. Yeah. All over still, you know. Yeah.
I just want to add a little water,
Okay.
not too much. When we're dealing with the cook time, with the oxtails, you lose a lot. So it would be a great thing to put your balanced water in there in terms of the ratio would be 1 part oxtail,
Okay.
more like 5 to 6 part water. With that being said, you can walk away and just keep playing with your seasonings. In this situation, I did 2 part water, 1 part oxtail, and I'll bring the flavors up also with adding water too. So these are the oxtails. This is the cook time. It'll take actually 3 hours. I know that I got my corrections with the rice and peas in terms of adding the time. We did the red peas in it, so
Smells wonderful.
that's going to be a great thing. Let's let these oxtails cook and we get back and do the kale.
Oh yes, yes. We're coming back in a moment or so, and we're going to have sautéed kale greens, and we're going to talk about his favorite chef, and maybe his sister's favorite chef, and some other questions we're going to have, and maybe some more cooking history as well. So, this is World Reggae Party, Local RE, and we are having a cooking segment of Caribbean and Jamaican food. I'm Goddess Janice, and the next segment will be sauteed kale. And kale is very good for you, isn't it?
Kale is very good for you. Kale is one of the greatest greens in terms of helping out our body organs and our systems. A lot of people love the, what do you have, the collards?
I love collards.
The collards is a history of a soul food.
Yes.
However, there are better nutrients in our kale greens.
All right.
And I like the crisp about it as well.
All right. So stay tuned for more World Reggae Party with me, Goddess Janice.
Come out of the dark into the light. And when we're building Jaja food, yeah, yes, we build it right, yeah. Come on, come out of the dark, right into the light, yeah. And when we're building Jaja food, yeah, yes, we build it right, yeah. Food is the stuff of life, yeah. No hungry man, will not create no strife. That's why I say come out of the dark into the light, yeah. Keep nine and cook it, yeah. Yes, and cook it right. Me say come out of the dark into the light, yeah. When Chef Jeff a build it, yeah, yes, he build it right. Oh yeah. Yes, we've got to have a plan in this time. Feed the nation and help to build their mind. So come out of the dark into the light, yeah. When we're building Jaja food, yeah, yes, we build it right. Come out of the dark into the light, yeah. When we're building Jaja food, yeah, yes, we build it right. We're back with Goddess Janice. Come on.
Yes, we are back. And we just had a wonderful reggae song by Englishman. What was it named?
It's come out of the dark into the light. We're building your food and we're building it right.
Yes. Yes, yes, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So we're back and we have Chef Jeff here.
Chef Jeff.
And he's going to be sauteing some kale. So, Chef Jeff, what are we doing now?
It's a serious dish here we're dealing with. Sauteed. A lot of people know that greens take its proper time to cook, at least an hour.
Yes.
Hour and a half.
Yes.
Sauteed greens, we can make this thing happen less than 5 minutes, still pulling the same and the great vibration of the nutrients. What I like to do is marinate the greens.
All right.
So we have olive oil, we have some apple cider, tomatoes, and onions, of course.
All right.
In this situation, we can do a little bit without the onions to kind of compensate for your palate.
Yes.
How's the garlic?
Garlic is good.
Garlic is good.
Yes.
Great flavor.
Yes.
Great flavor in the.
Well, you know, olive oil comes in handy. I put a little bit on my lips because I forgot my lipstick. So.
That worked out.
Yes, that worked out real well. So, who is your favorite chef?
My favorite chef? Well, when you take me coming into the food, I didn't really have nobody to look up to.
Okay.
So as growing up, you know, mom just made sure we had a great dish on the table every day. So my idol to look up to with food would be, of course, my mom.
Okay.
Chef Tara Renee Allen, rest in peace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I do get an opportunity to see our iron chefs and the die-hard individuals that really want to make a cooking career.
Yes.
So that is a direction. A lot of guys know the brands in the business. I tell you, a couple of guys local made sure I became a sharp guy. A guy by the name of Chef Eugene Harper. He works Sodexo. Chef Dave Peterson. He's
Okay.
executive chef over at the Nationals ballpark. These guys do things that make you sharp because what they bring to the culinary art is the skills of the culinary.
Okay.
And me just coming with the aspect of understanding how to cook, the language of culinary they gave me. I was pushed in situations because I'm great with pressure.
Right.
So I walked around the ballpark like people wondering like, yo, who's he? Chef Jeff. So I had an opportunity to really be put in a situation with high production, in-seat kitchen, premium kitchen, and I was actually there for the quality control in terms of preparing the kitchen for the morning staff and being able to close it out with cleanliness and being able to be in full operation for the next morning. And just being able to handle high production. A lot of guys fall under pressure. And if you notice, me and you, I'm pretty sure you probably was kind of wondering, was this gonna happen?
Yes.
I can't work if it's ain't no pressure.
Ah,
If it's too easy,
you don't want to do it.
yeah, I work kind of great under pressure. And that's not really a good way to be because you can really get more if you prepare yourself. So I
Yes.
do understand
Okay.
that the way I do things is a little backwards, but I think by watching mom always just being prepared at the last minute, it gave me that art of understanding. You got to be ready at the last minute.
Yes.
So yeah, we're doing the kale now, and
Okay. What's in the pot?
in the pot now, we just want to have the audacity to get it hot. I like chefs gonna always love dealing with flame. We like
Oh,
playing
yes.
with fire.
Yeah, you're fire people.
So we're dealing with an electric stove, and I gotta under pressure make this
Right.
make sense, and that's what we're gonna do to the fullest and the best of our ability. And so far, we're doing great. Got the
All right.
oxtails cooked. We got the rice and peas looking good. And I
right.
surprised you with a little bit of plantains. How you gonna do a yard dish and you not have no
You're
plantains?
not having any planning.
Yeah,
Right.
so we got some plans on board, and I say less than 10 minutes, we're gonna be eating.
Oh, that's good because we only have 13. So that's real good.
Okay.
So I know that you were talking about cooking and music, and we have Englishmen here doing wonderful reggae music. So how does your cooking relate to reggae music? I know you said you have a band that I hope to have over here for the musical side.
You really wanna open that can of worms? So this, brother,
Okay.
you really wanna open this can of worms? That's my babysitter, you know.
Ah, your babysitter. Great.
From a long time, you know, you hear me?
Yes.
So, Englishman wife. You know what? Let me let him explain that one because
Okay.
I was a little youth, and he can probably vibrate off that a little better.
Yes.
Well, I used to actually go to the clubs with my wife and meet up with his mother and Jeff's father. And, you know, we used to just hang out at the club. And he always used to tell me, you know, and his mom used to tell me that I got a son and he loves music. He played trumpet and There it is.
I never
There
knew
it
nothing about,
is.
see, I never knew nothing about this.
Yes.
You see? So
Yes.
vibration be pulling information. Come on, keep coming, man.
Long
Yes.
time. And, we link up and we've worked on many, many, many projects, in the coming years, over the years, we worked on many, many projects and always tend to look out for one another, make sure that whether it be cooking, whether it be building, whatever we're doing, we do it. Because we have a song called We Need a Plan. We
Right.
did that song about 20 years ago. And now we have the plan. This is the
Yes.
plan. We're laying down the floor plans for the plan and, feed the nation, cultivate good food for the mind, heart and soul, And
Yes.
music along with that does that. So we're artists in the full sense of the word,
Oh, yes.
whether it be visual, musical, in the culinary,
And the conversation.
in conversation,
Yes.
So that's how I know Chef Jeff. We used to call him Keat Nine. So those of you who know him as Keat Nine,
That's the stage artist.
that's the stage
Yes.
artist, So we wear many hats. You see it? So he's Chef Jeff and, grow in, like I said, in the Jamaican culture. And now taking it to another level. We're moving it so that, keeping the foundation of Jamaican cooking and all styles of cooking for that matter. And bringing it, like I said, out on the trucks and to the people and giving them something different, So,
Okay.
like I said, many people may not eat certain kinds of food, but we cook all kind of foods for everybody, whether it be ital, whether it be for the people who love fish, chicken, beef, what have you.
Right.
To what it, we as make sure we can accommodate everybody, So as you can see, Chef Jeff is masterfully working on those tomatoes right there, getting ready to stir it up.
Stir it up.
Yeah. Bob
Little
Marley says stir
darling.
it up, but he must stir it up. Yeah, man, stir up the pot. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So work it up, Reggie.
Yes.
So saute greens are what we're dealing with now. And
Okay.
that was enhancing English because I'd never ever knew that my mother told you about me on that trumpet.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. She used to tell
And
me
after a
Chef
while-
all the time.
I don't even know what put us together, man.
And, I think it was a combination of many things because our families kind of intertwined in a sense, raising our children, through your mother also, in her passing, we went to the funerals and, we're always interacting, whether, like I said, through music, through food, to get together, to dance hall, we go to the dance them, in fact, there was a festival, a Jamaican festival called, Jamaica Day. And your good brethren, Johnny P was there, Tiger was there, Errol Dunkley was there, and we did that show. Keat Nine has his band. I also have a band called Shango Band. That's
Yes.
around the area. We will talk a little more about that. But right now,
Yes.
it's the food.
It's the food.
It's the food right
Yes.
now. So, Keat Nine is doing it up right now and showing you how he's doing it in his style. Fusion of Jamaican, American, all kind of style cooking still, Yeah, man.
All right.
Do it up. Up, big up, big up.
Big up.
Good
Big
things,
up.
English.
Yes. Well, with our few remaining minutes, do you have any advice for budding chefs?
Come again.
Any advice for chefs that people that want to become chefs in the area?
Yeah, we're dealing with a time now is where food has begun not only to staff a life, but a way you really can take care of your families. It's about aggression because it became a competitive situation as where everybody wants to cook.
Yes.
And now we're
There's a
dealing with
lot of cooking shows out there.
you're dealing with the food trucks, and now everybody wants a food truck. So economical structures kind of keep certain cultures from actually winning. So we bump back, scratch dimes, and do what we got to do to make things happen. It's good with finding sponsorship. It'd be even better to learn the business that you're trying to get into, because more times I go into things with personal endeavors in my heart. That's not business.
Right.
So I lose a lot because I go in with the wrong plan.
Right.
That's the great idea. But to have your business and your financials in order is what's going to win you over. Because when you're dealing with your numbers, you're dealing with your heart.
Right.
And when you're dealing with your heart, you don't want to be playing with your numbers.
No.
So financials is the key to really getting out there and taking it off in this food situation, understanding the business.
Yes.
And of course, you got to cook good. A lot of people just hanging around kitchens, man, shouldn't be in there. I hate to say it, man. A lot of people claim they can cook. I'm a male.
Yes.
I get it a lot. Everybody's like, you know, like, I even had females and women that come like asking me how I do a certain dish so they can cook for their husband. I said, why don't you bring your husband on out? They get mad at me. It's okay though. But a lot of women.
See, they want to cook for their husband though. They don't want their husband to.
I used to have a real, I learned how to be, we bond this thing to ourselves until we don't want to let it out.
Right.
So you have to really understand, let it go, let it out, share it. You'll get it back greater, because what you're doing is you're giving somebody the opportunity, because this is not just food. This is medicine. We don't deal with salts and seasons. We deal with herbs and spices.
Right.
So when we eat, we're medicating our body, calming down a lot of illnesses that can come in effect. I love cooking, you know. I threw all my tools away. My mom transitioned, we did the funeral. We had a ball sending her to her transition.
Yes.
I literally took all my tools of building, tossed them in the trash. And I didn't know what I was going to do. But I figured, I've been working a long time trying to get somewhere in my life, and it don't seem like I'm going to get there, doing what I'm doing. So I went out on faith, and not only are you talking to me, you're talking to my mom, rest in peace. Because without her, there would be no business with me in this kitchen.
Yes.
Yep, so I think we're coming up on these babies being done.
Oh yes. And time to eat a little bit.
So we're gonna make a plate. Surprisingly, we came up with some plantains. When we took a break, everybody left the kitchen. I pulled out the grease, snuck the grease in, hid the plantains, got it in. Now we have plantains.
Yes.
Anyway, I didn't ever even show the process of the kale greens being done. I just kind of threw it in the pot while English were giving up the vibes.
Yeah.
So guys, these kale greens come in on stems. You want to get bite-sized pieces and just kind of like
break them with your fingers.
Break it down, you know. Break it down. You got stems. Take the stems.
Get rid of the stems.
Get rid of the stems, of course. Tomatoes. I love, like I said, I love the acidy flavor that the tomato bring, and it brings a great combination to the greens itself. So I only really use the kale, garlic, onions, tomatoes, honey, the apple cider, and olive oil. When there, we'll find out what flavor it led to.
All right.
Yep.
So.
Sorry, guys. We have to do one.
All right.
Close.
Close. All right. Because I would love to sample with the time we have remaining.
We're good.
We're good? All right.
So let me rush one real quick for you.
All right.
So, rice and peas. You know, we really need more time, you know? We're not going to be able to close this situation out with no one segment. We're dealing with a velocity of cultural situations from different cultures, from food to music. So what we got? Oxtails, kale greens, and the plantains itself.
Okay.
So I know we were talking about you and the no onions. No problem at all.
I hope I didn't ruin your day.
No, I cook. Actually, I'm known to actually cook dishes for people who have illnesses, can't metabolism issues, can't take pepper, can't take onion. So I have no problem. I used to. My thing is my sauce is my kick.
Okay.
So when I do jerk chicken, it's very flavorful. But the thing is, if you want kick, you're gonna have to deal with my sauce.
Yes.
And that gives everybody the opportunity to kind of get something to eat. 1 spoon, 1 second.
Okay.
Succulent as they are. War. In the east, up north, and down at south. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
When you have food,
It's that for life. It will calm our war. So we want to try this.
Yes.
Cool
I
to
just need a
savage
fork.
beats.
Believe this, I found a fork. We got a fork. And I would love for you to try.
All right. It's very good. Very spicy. The rice is cooked to perfection.
I want to taste myself.
All right. So we're going to thank Chef Jeff with his marvelous oxtail, peas and rice, and sauteed cow greens and plantains. And we also want to thank Englishman for his positive vibes and beautiful reggae music.
Thank you.
Yes. And we want to thank you guys for watching at home. Chef Jeff, can you give some where you can be found at, like Facebook, Twitter?
Sure. Social media, Chef Jeff, Twitter, Jerk Chicken Fest. IG, Jerk Chicken Fest. Facebook, Chef Jeff. I'm Chef Jeff with the 2 F's, so it's CHEFF
Yes, 2
And,
F's on both.
It's an app, Food Truck Fiesta.
Okay.
That app will actually show where all the food trucks are every morning. It controls the food truck mecca. We're all around.
All right.
I'm the Jerk Chicken Festival, and I can be found in any street in Washington, D.C.
All right. So thank you for watching us tonight, Chef Jeff, Englishman, and Goddess Janice.
Give thanks.
Give thanks, and I'll see you next time. Rah, rah, rah.
Rah!
Yeah, big up.
Big up.